demon I am and face I peel. I see the world from inside out. I've got to have you on my wall. I've got to have you on my wall because I want your skull. I need your skull. Good Tuesday evening. How are you all? It's good to see you. Welcome to it. This is the show. This is the live stream. I, of course, am your friendly neighborhood lunatic, the Dungeon Delver, doing something that honestly nobody else does. I'm bringing you first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons and other classic tabletop RPG content live 5 nights a week. That's 2 live plays. That's interviews you'll find nowhere else with industry founders. So I hope you're doing absolutely fantastic this evening, folks. And please, if you haven't done so already, please click the subscribe button, click the bell icon for notifications, because, you know, a lot of people, I'll see this on Twitter, I'll see this in comments under the videos, I get private messages, I get emails, and folks say, I missed this. I wanted to see this. I missed it. I had a question for Errol Otis. I had a question for Diesel LaForce. I had a question for Jim Ward. I had a question for Jeff East. Other people that you might interview. Click the subscribe button. Click the bell icon for notifications. That's the best way to go about it, rather than just throwing a dart and hoping that you hit the live stream. But anyway, I hope you're all doing absolutely wonderful. And this does that screw off? Use bottle opener. Well, I'll have to get a bottle opener for my cider real quick. But anyway, I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I've been all right, I guess. I'm going to try and find something. Hang on a minute, y'all. Hang on. I'll be right back. I just had to grab a cold one, by which I mean, of course, a undead Draugr. Nope, just getting a drink. Just getting a drink. Nothing to be suspicious about. Let's see. But anyway, hey, Eric Garland, good to see you. So I bring some news. I bring some interesting news. Look, I know that everyone is down here on this end of RPG YouTubing. There's a lot of great folks out here, and they have very small channels. RPG Grandma, T-shirted Historian, the Vile Necromancer. They're small channels, and it can be hard to claw your way up and become a noticed channel, a force majeure. Now, I stumbled into my good luck. I got mad at what Wizards of the Coast was doing, and my channel blew up. Call it good timing, call it, literally just dashing on to the rocket ship before it took off with everything that went crazy with Wizards of the Coast. My channel got big really quick. And I know it can be a little daunting if you're a smaller channel, but listen, Wizards of the Coast, it was Google, YouTube, call them what you will. They have lowered the bar in a positive way in some ways for you to be able to start to monetize, to become a YouTube partner. It's now no longer 1,000 subs, it's 500 subs, but they've increased some other things. T-Shirted Historian has a wonderful video on his channel. You should definitely check it out. Check out his video over there. I don't have a link. T-Shirted Historian. You should be subbed to his channel. But he's got a great take on exactly what's going on. Now, dovetailing into that, there is something that I have hemmed and hawed over for a while. There is something that's no, it's Hellfire Club. This is Stranger Things, man. That I have been mulling over for a while with the channel. And let me preface this. I have to bury the lead because I don't want this taken out of context and I don't want this misunderstood. I am staying on YouTube. I am not departing YouTube. I am probably going to, through the auspice of StreamYard, I am probably going to also start streaming on Rumble. They pay really good and their bar of entry is fairly low. I don't expect you guys to go over and watch me on Rumble. If I pick up an audience over there, that's awesome. This is not going to be, with the exception to what I do. There won't be material that's only on Rumble, just like there's not going to be material that's only on YouTube. It will literally be a simultaneous stream and simultaneous upload process. So you will be able to follow me because the Rumble shout outs, or whatever they're called, their equivalent of super chats, which you guys can do right now. I mean, you can throw a super chat in right there. It's active on YouTube, right? But YouTube takes 30% of it, and they'll only pay into ACH monthly. Rumble does PayPal, and they do it fairly immediately. And any supers, not all your monetization, but any supers you get, Rumble Rants, maybe that's it, Death Angels, you get, that is the creator, I get 100% of. And it's money, it's not crypto. Some channel out there was that people are like, oh, you got to go check you got to go check this channel out. Maybe I don't know what it was, but like they were paying their creators in crypto. So yeah, if you guys kind of see the chat blowing up with people you don't recognize, that's why that is. None of this is going to happen until after the GWOC, after the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention, which I have got to get geared up for. I mean, I myself personally. So, greetings, Damien. So you guys will get you guys are going to get, I think, a pretty great underground online gaming convention event. That's got to be somebody else. I'm gonna. Well, I'll have to go over there and try and stake my claim as maybe just Dungeon Delver instead of the Dungeon Delver. But I'm not there yet. As of today, 6/13/2023, I'm not over on Rumble yet. So if you go over there and you see the Dungeon Delver, it ain't me. I will provide you guys with the appropriate links at the appropriate time. If there's no jumping blue crab, then you're darn right. You're darn right. So that's going to happen this week. We have got some fun lined up midweek for you guys. We have got some fun lined up. Tomorrow night is my co-host Kyle's birthday. We will be uncorking the champagne. We will be having a lot of fun. Kyle he's old. Don't cheer too loud, okay? It'll startle him. He's elderly. But we're going to celebrate that. And look, I'm just going to flat out ask you guys, all right? You guys, and I won't embarrass anyone by saying what it was, but you guys brought the pain in a very good way on my birthday. If you're already squared away with, you set aside your vacation money and all that jazz, tomorrow night, if you throw a super chat for my co-host and just say, hey, this is for Kyle, happy birthday, Kyle, whatever, he will get it. I will not take, Google will take whatever they take, but I will make sure he gets it. I will absolutely make sure he gets it. I will go through the chat and add up any supers that you guys want to throw Kyle. And I'm going to tell you right now, he deserves every penny of it. I have had some great people reach over and take the wheel while I was opening a soda, so to speak, to keep this show from driving off the rails. I've had lots of great people help out, moral support, I mean, my wife, my guests, Boganora, aka Imperial Ramblings, and absolutely not the least of these people is Kyle. He has been a great source of personal support. I care for him a great deal, and it truly causes me a feeling of melancholy that he's not, that we don't live in the same place. I'm sure he would prefer that I was Australian, just as I would prefer that he was American, and that the Melbourne he lived in was the 45-minute drive to the coast, not the 21-hour nonstop flight to where he is in the world, because I think the world of him, and you guys should too. So if you're going to do that, if you're going to super tomorrow and you're like, hey, here's $10, 5 for you, 5 for Kyle, whatever, please do that. Please do that, because he's an awesome person and he deserves it. So let's talk a little bit then about Thursday. Zach Glazar of Frog God Games, and no, that's not the Red Power Rangers. Zach Glazar will be here on Thursday, Frog God Games in the house, to talk about Frog God gamey things. Zach's a solid dude. Frog God Games does awesome stuff, and you don't want to miss me and Zach hanging out and anybody else that comes over from Frog God to have fun, to relax, to scrunch up in front of a webcam and just kind of be silly for a couple, 2 or 3 hours. Friday night, a little preamble ramble, and then at 9 o'clock, we'll get back to Gamma World in the most radioactive place on Earth, that is Disney in Florida. So yeah, we've got a heck of a week in front of us. Now, next week, there will not be a Friday show next week. I don't know yet if there'll be a Thursday show. There'll be a Wednesday. There'll be a Monday through Wednesday. I don't know if there will be a Thursday and Friday. The week after that, Australian fighting champagnes. Absolutely, Robert Phillips. This is not a wine for drinking. This is a wine for hand-to-hand combat. The week after the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention, I'm going on vacation. I'll still be here. I'm so broke I can't even pay attention, and that's just the way things are. You know, it's like that's just how things work around Castle Delve. But what will happen is I will rack and stack some classic Delver's Dungeon from the vaults of Facebook for you guys, and I will have those lies. Did you just call me out? I'm being attacked. I'm in this photo and I don't like it. I'm here 5 days a week. I put my heart and soul into this live stream. I have built this live stream from planks of scrap wood, from metal that I have had to deoxit so the corrosion goes away, from discarded scraps, and I have gotten it to float, and I sail the seas of YouTube in it. It is by my hand. I know what you're saying, Kabuki. So after the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention, I'm taking a week off. I will rack and stack old episodes of the show, interviews probably with Jim Ward. I think I've got one that you might not have seen with Ty Beard. You've seen Darlene. You've seen my first interview with Jim. But I'll put up some interesting stuff that I know you guys haven't seen, and I'll just have all that stuff stacked up for you guys to watch, and I hope you'll want to swing by and watch it, and I'll do it as premieres so you can chat about it. And it'll obviously I won't be able to interact with you, but you guys out there in the chat, you can have fun, you can talk about it. Death Angels wants 8 days a week. I want I want a lot of stuff too, Death Angels. And that's an interesting idea, Unicycle. Ooh, I think my first Paul Stormberg interview was actually only on Facebook. I can put that in there. I think I can come up with 5. I think I can come up with 5 shows for vacation week. You know? It'd be like, I'm dating myself terribly here, but like back in the 70s and early 80s when Steve Martin or David Letterman would do Carson for a week. I haven't interviewed Bill Willingham, but I should. I reached out to a couple of people today. old episodes. You want the Pool of Radiance episodes aren't good. If you really want to watch them, I would just say just go back to my Facebook page and dig through. I'm going to redo Let's Play. I don't know that I'll do it in 2023, but almost certainly in 2024 if I don't do it in 2023. I'm going to redo the Let's Play of Pool of Radiance. It wasn't good. The Let's Play of Pool of Radiance wasn't good, and I'm gonna redo it for you guys. So it won't. I'll probably stream it and set like a specific time and do it like late on Saturday nights or something. I have all the issues of Ironwood that Bill Willingham did. The old, the DOS, the Commodore 64, the Apple II, the Atari 8-bit, the SNES, or no, it may have even just been on the NES. I think Pool of Radiance was on everything. Just off the top of my, let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can do this, and then we'll check the Wikipedia page. So Pool of Radiance was on Commodore 64, Apple II, Atari 8-bit, NES, Macintosh, Amiga, IBM, PC 98, which I think was the PC Engine, Turbo Graphics, and Sega Master System. Let's look it up on Wikipedia and see how right or wrong I got it. Let's see. Wikipedia Pool of Radiance. And you know what's funny is so many people talk about it. There was actually a published D&D module. All right, here we go. Amiga, Apple II, Commodore 64, DOS, Macintosh, NES, and PC 9800. So I said it was on the Atari 8-bit, and it wasn't. I'm surprised it wasn't on the 2GS, if I'm being completely honest with you. No Sega. So this is the breakdown. Obviously it was SSI. And yeah, platforms, Amiga, Apple II, Commodore 64, DOS, Macintosh, NES, and PC 9800. The PC 9800 was it was an actual desktop PC, but it was kind of its own thing. It ran something called N88 Basic for x86, CP/M, DOS, Windows, OS2, and PC Unix, and ran an 8086 of 5 megahertz and faster. Aren't you glad you know that? Aren't you guys glad you know that? Cool. It's the Pool of Radiance wiki. And then he just dropped off the show because he sat there as he got into a wiki edit war. I saw Eric lurking in the background. Eric Garland was lurking in the background. I am supposed to have by the end of this week the manuscripts for the Tomb of the Dundle Chief is supposed to be in my clutches. So I will start working on that. I will be converting that from 5e to Advanced Dungeons and Dragons and Original Dungeons and Dragons for Heidi and Eric. And I'm pretty excited about that. Am I going to remake my old? Probably not. Probably not. I wish it would be available in print too, Kabuki. I would love to have that. Maybe if you guys really, really, really make a lot of noise, Heidi and Eric will consider it. I don't know that that's true. I'm not trying to put them on the spot. I would love it if it was in print. I would absolutely love it. I broke my gold box game discs because they instruct you to make copies and play with them, and I didn't. So before I wised up and made copies and played with them, I played. So there were some things that were permanently changed. There were some things that were permanently changed on my Commodore 64 copy. You tried twisting their arms. Me Have Stick. Okay, so some of you purchased copies of Me Have Stick. Me Have Stick still have 13 copy left, or maybe 12. Me not know. Me have to go back and look. Me been very busy. Me Have Stick Ultimate Reductivist Roleplay Game. Me Have Stick on 1 1/3 pages. Me Have Stick $10 or $11 autograph, mail to you, including shipping. But I was thinking about just waiting until Me Have Stick sold out. Me no advise, play LARP, Me Have Stick. But me wait till sell through. Copies not sell through. So me start to ship Me Have Stick next week, or possibly end of this week. Me apologize, buyers, Me Have Stick. But I'll tell you this, even if I waited to next year, it would still get to you before, if you had bought a copy of the role-playing game The Far West. There's Eric. Eric, my chat has something they'd like to discuss with you. And Heidi, if she's around. Get them. They are writing furiously. But does that mean that you're writing angrily? Goddamn adventurers in the motherfucking dungeon, killing the son of a bitchin' monsters. Writing furious. I don't know. They want they want my conversion in print. I have no control over these people. I can't make them behave. It will be available as a print on demand. You can get it in print. You can get it in print. If you know me, if you see me, if you're in the Central Florida area, or you want to pay shipping back and forth, I'll sign it for you. And immediately reduce its value. Or if you wanted to keep its value, I won't sign it for you. Well, there you have it. I'm actually, this is how much I love Heidi and Eric. This isn't even a super chat, and I'm putting it up. It, in this case, being Tomb of the Dundle Chief, the AD&D and OD&D conversion available on DriveThruRPG as a print on demand. You guys, you bent the compass of fate in your direction, guys. You asked for it, you got it right there. It will be available on through RPGNet as not RPG, the drive-through RPG, as a print on demand. Give yourselves a pat on the back. You guys are mighty. You guys are powerful. What is a sword to the hand that wields it? That is strength. That is power. What is the internet to the nerds who complain on it? So now I'm going to be honest with it. I'm going to be completely honest. This is news to me. Okay. And the fact that it's available in print just fills me with, just fills me with joy. To quote Mike Myers, now I am happy as a little girl. I think it's wonderful. Yeah, don't bend on it, or my mailman will wind up stomping on it out of spite. Fucking tell me what to do. I mean, the Roll-Aids books that I got from Old Redneck, they were fine, but the box wasn't. I wonder if the postman, because that guy will put anything. Let me tell you what, before... I've had three mailboxes since I lived here. They're not fashion choices. My first mailbox was knocked down. The guy who knocked it down attempted to drive off. A bunch of school kids waiting on a bus wrote down his information and brought it to me, and I got him arrested. He paid me money, and I put up another mailbox. That one got knocked down. So I'm on mailbox number 3. The first mailbox, it was one of those step 2. It was kind of large and plastic and sort of, bulbous, the kind I'm talking about. But it was just big enough that if you turned an AD&D hardback onto its edge and forced it in, it would fit, because it kind of tapers a little bit towards the back. So my postman had a habit of taking AD&D books that I would buy online and jamming them into the mailbox. It's too small now, but God, it seems like they try sometimes. Now I get the stuff brought up to the porch by and large. But did that irritate me? But anyway. You're not supposed to show how the special effects are done, Eric or Heidi, whichever one of you it is, both of you. Like one person's typing on the left and the other person's typing on the right. This is like I'm having them as guests and they're not here. Unexpected guest appearance. That's what I bring you guys. Do you get that? Do you people get this anywhere else? Is there a live stream that covers classic Dungeons and Dragons materials and talks to the creators like I do? There is not. Despite the people who've stolen my name, who've hijacked my name on other streaming services. No, it's all me, baby. This is where Joshua goes for AD&D. Well, I'm glad, because in less than 30 minutes, we're going to be playing some AD&D, which I hope... yeah, the 6-man... It is literally... My mailbox has literally been Swamp Castle. Jack Highbill. My mailbox has literally been Swamp Castle. And I liked my first mailbox, other than the mailman trying to make hardback books have sex with it violently. I did no, Rob. I don't subscribe to any Dungeon Delvers on Rumble, Rob. I don't have a Rumble account set up yet. I've got to look into it. I'm going to look into it probably Sunday when I have time to myself. You mean we are we? What mean we, pale face? You had a lot of people that say they're always going to follow you. When I asked them if they wanted to play this module, they went dead silent. By this module, do you mean Keep on the Borderlands? So I have a story. Tonka Todd knows this story. But last summer when I was rebuilding my studio, I was actually standing against this wall. There was nothing up here. There were no shelves or anything. It was bare. I had taken down the Lord of the Rings thing. Everything that you see behind you was in boxes over there, right? And that's why I wasn't streaming. And I did a short video, just to try and feed the algorithm. I did just like a jokey YouTube shorts, and I said, "Hey guys, look, money's been tight. It's not about y'all. I love you to pieces, yada, yada." I made it sound super serial. And then I said, so I've started an only spinny thing that goes around and blows air that you can maybe hear the faint buzz of because it's sitting over there blowing air on me. And then I turned the camera and I had 3 PC fans that I had tacked to the wall. And I put that video up. It got flagged and taken down by YouTube content. And in my appeal, I said, do you people not have an effing sense of humor? I am referring to PC case fans. And I don't know, a day later, it was put back up. So I made an only joke on YouTube, and YouTube took the YouTube short down because their robot overlord heard me say only and then took it down. So when I say, my wife's cat is walking back and forth in front of the monitors. Like last week when I was asking Ricky TK to not yell Yahtzee with the silent Y and the pronounced N. Yeah, exactly. What is the wait, no. Okay, all right. That I will have to did he hang on a second? This is bum. Okay. I'm not seeing anything pop up. Did he pass away? Oh, okay. Well, that I may have to do it. I'm going to do a news video about that tomorrow. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for oh my gosh. Oh, no, not unalived. Just his whole thing just fell apart. Well, hey, there's the birthday boy. Viking Hat GM will be celebrating his birthday tomorrow night. That's right. He bankrupt. That good. I'll be talking about that tomorrow then. I haven't done a content video during the day in like a month and change. And it upsets me that I have to like, okay, so this goes back into what I was saying about the YouTube change. I came in and this goes in all to like things that Heidi was saying. That's awesome because I'm going to do a contentful video about it tomorrow. No, I think that's great. I think that's great, Mr. Lanasa. For those of you who don't remember, I was doing midday shows back in 2020, late 2020, early 2021, and I was talking about my recording of Gary's voice and the vinyl print that Tracy Lash did for me. Now, I'm gonna mix this up a little bit when I'm on vacation, so you guys can actually see that print. Some things are gonna get moved around and changed, but and I had for me a good crowd on Facebook. I had like 7 or 8 or 9 people, and out of nowhere, Justin Lanasa starts pinging me like, I want to buy that. You should give me the recording of Gary's voice. It needs to go into our mute. And I'm like, dude, pump the brakes. I'm not selling you a gift given to me by Tracy and his wife. I'm not giving you, and if you want to hear the audio recording, I play it periodically on the live stream. But first and foremost, I mean, that's something that's Heidi and Eric's, as far as I'm concerned, and Luke's, and yes, even Alex's. That's theirs, as far as, you know, how much sharing they want of it. Watch my hand near the horse. It's not you know, it's not for sale. It's not for sale. If somebody wanted ownership, if somebody said, we want to make money with this, we want to buy this from me, I don't know what I would do. But the point is, he went bonkers and just wanted like my autographed stuff, things that I will not part with if I can ever help it. Certainly not to him. Just weird ass stuff. Can I show you guys a print? Yes, I will. This is just Uncle Bill's random RPG stuff tonight, guys. So I'm sorry, I think the guy was a net negative for the tabletop RPG hobby. Good luck with him in future areas. So this piece right here, and Certus, this is not the original. This is not the original. Tracy Lash, and something I want to point out, this flare is on the canvas. This is not the result of bad lighting in my office, as many things usually are. That is painted like that. That is actually supposed to be coming off the sword. This was actually submitted as a color piece for TSR, and they did not use it. The original remained with Tracy for years and years, and he and his absolutely wonderful wife got me. This is a canvas print. You can have these made. They did a very high resolution photo scan of it at a print shop, and as far as I know, this is the only canvas print of this that exists. So I rather love this piece. So I'm going to be rearranging stuff around here, and this will move down so you guys can see it regularly, and I don't have to do acrobatics to get it down. So I'm going to hang it back up, because if I set it down here, I'll step on it or roll the chair over it, and then I'll be very sad. I'll move my Vampirella comic down where you guys can see it better, and so on and etc. So thank you, Heidi and Eric, for telling me that. That is exceptionally good news. That's good news for the old school hobby. That's wonderful, and I'm gonna drop a video on it tomorrow. No, that's not a Frazetta cover. That is not a Frazetta cover. That is Tracy Lesh artwork. Submitted to TSR, not used by TSR, kept by Tracy. Prints were made. Tracy, by the way, will be at the GWOC. He will be at the Great Underground Online Gaming Convention Saturday evening. We're going to have a short. Shortish. We're going to have a couple of hours of Artist Alley. You will be able to buy prints of that, signed prints of tons of Tracy's art, Tracy's merch, that sort of thing. Don't miss this. Tracy is such a great guy. All right. It just destroys me that he had to move away from Florida. I am so grateful for the time I got to spend with Tracy and Shelby. They're awesome people. I'll get to see them this August when they come to QuestCon in Orlando again. I'm excited about that. Tracy did some Vampirella. No, he didn't. Are you talking about the Vampy comic that's over here? That's not Frazetta either. That's some talented artist. I picked that up on Free Comic Book Day a couple of years ago, and I just have it up because who doesn't like Vampirella? But that's not Frazetta. But yes, Frazetta did do some Vampy covers. Absolutely. So I'm excited about that. I have to tell you guys something. I'm in a better mood now than I was earlier this afternoon. I was ready to be angry about things. I sometimes I let things gall me a lot of times, and I try not to. And everything that I've tried to do with the Delver's Dungeon, it's like, and this is post game, right? Okay, Yang Yin Zhao is an excellent dude, and he was talking to me today, and I was talking about being pissed off, and he messaged me and he said, "Why are you pissed off?" And we talked about it for a while. And I said, I kind of explained it to him, and he kind of gave me sort of a karmic smack upside the head. And he pointed out like all the stuff that I do have going for me. And it really, it put me back in the right frame of mind. And I said, I can get on there and I can do like 58 minutes of grumping, or I can celebrate what I have done and the great people that I have around me. And I can stick to positivity. I mean, I've got it pretty fucking good when you come right down to it. Do you know how many people have said to me, "You got to know Gary Gygax. You got to work for Gary Gygax"? I would have given anything for that opportunity. I've had a major rock star reach out to me and tell me that they would switch places with me if it means that they could have gotten to meet Gary. That's pretty humbling. You know, I worked for the gosh darn space program. I've met everyone who was a formative part of the creation of Dungeons and Dragons. You guys paid for a vacation, very nearly all expenses paid, so I could go to GaryCon this year. You turned on a dime and made that happen. I've got nothing to complain about. I've got nothing to be mad about. See me after hurricane season this fall. We'll see if that changes. But in the overall, I am the luckiest son of a bitch alive, if you get right down to it. You know, I have nothing to complain about. I have nothing to complain about. I got a wife and 2 wonderful kids. I got a roof over my head. I got at least 4,600 people willing to listen to me run my mouth about Dungeons and Dragons. And I get a little bit of money for it. It's not bad. I even have a nice dog. No, he came pre-named Zeus. There he is, the man himself, Yang Yan Zhao. Good evening to you, Sensei. But anyway, and Justin Lanassa's whole fucking thing blew up today. So what's not to like? What's not to be happy about? Right? Everything is copacetic. I was actually singing your praises, and owl bears. And owl bears. We have owl bears, that's right. I was imparting some wisdom from someone there, Yang. We have a lot of people on stream tonight. Hey, if it's your first time on stream, give yourself a shout out with a super chat. You know, just throw in $5 and say, here I am. I'm horrible. But no, seriously, please, for God's sake, I need some money. I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. Shassin for today. That's that shameful joy. What happened to Justin Lanassa? He is gerbust. He is chapter 7. He is his business unalived. And hopefully all of the baggage that he was dragging around old school D&D is now gone. And we don't have to we don't have to deal with it anymore. I'm part of your 6 degrees of separation with Cthulhu. This is one of the coolest things. And Heidi and Eric, I hope you're still here, because you guys are the primary part. Well, you guys are the primary part of it, but your family is a primary part of this. So this is the coolest thing. And Heidi and Eric, you guys are much closer than me. I mean, you're at least a step or 2 closer than me. Thank you very much, Ricky. That's TK, of course, from the D&D stream. I hope you have a wonderful vacation, and we'll see you back next week. So, if you're a fan of this show, congratulations. You are 4 degrees from H.P. Lovecraft. Here's how it goes. Here's the way it works. You know me. All right? I knew Gary Gygax. That's 2. Gary was friends with Fritz Leiber. That's 3. Hey, that's worth it. Thank you, Heidi. Mwah. Thank you very much, Heidi. That's wonderful. I'll leave that up till we start playing D&D. I don't care. So that's 3. Fritz Leiber, new H.P. Lovecraft. That's 4. There you go. You guys are 4 degrees from H.P. Lovecraft. That is pretty cool, is it not? That is pretty darn cool. Sean says your Twitter account got nuked, and then you made another. There you go. That's worth leaving up there. That's wonderful. That's awesome. I love that. And that's 5 to Robert E. Howard. Careful, John. Careful. You want to talk about me getting don't say that. I know Cormac McCarthy passed away. And Treat Williams. Oh my gosh. So many cool little 80s movies he was in and TV shows and stuff. Well, I would not count this as degrees of relation, as in knowledge of, with HPL, but just up the road, and it's the same town that Tracy Lesh lived in. 71, yeah. They were correspondents. HPL corresponded with a lot of young sci-fi and fantasy authors before he passed away. Oh, that's a good one, Viking Hat. I love that one, Kyle. Cormac McCarthy never dies. He just walks the road. But HPL on occasion would travel to Florida, to a little town in Florida called DeLand. DeLand is where Tracy lived. Not H.P. Lovecraft residence or anything like that. But literally, like if you go in that direction, Doomsword knows where DeLand is. But yeah, HPL had friends in DeLand, Florida that he would visit. And it's not that far removed from the little suburb of Orlando that I live in. I appreciate that, Sean. I do appreciate it. So there you go. There's kind of a side road to HPL. He did have acquaintances on the rare times that he would travel. Sometimes it would be to Florida to visit them in DeLand. Isn't that interesting? It's strange stuff. It's interesting stuff. You are correct, sir. Yes. Death Angels knows about DeLand. Yeah. Now, HPL, the voice, is it the voice from the tomb, or was it the statement of Randolph Carter? One of them was set in basically west inland of St. Augustine. There's a region called the Big Cypress Swamp, and that's where the statement of Randolph Carter was set. Although he talked about going up hills and down in valleys, I don't think HPL knew the geography of Florida that well. There are valleys in Florida are called lakes. We don't do valleys in Florida. We don't do hills. We have 10-foot dunes, and that's about it. Well, Tonka, it's in Volusia County, which is bordered on the east by the sea. So, yes. If I wasn't memorializing the lovely super chat from Heidi until we start playing AD&D, which is in just a few minutes, I should point out, that would go up on the screen. Like Subways in South Louisiana. Exactly, John. Exactly. Hey, Squirrel Hermit. Good to see you. All right. So it looks like we have everybody in the green room ready to go. Are you guys ready to play some first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, or at least see it get played? Let's do this thing. I'm going to don my headphones, which are hopefully not putting a dent in my head, because I love these headphones. AKG. These are magnificent headphones. Professional quality headphones, $60 worth every penny. AKG, reach out to me. We can do a sponsorship. But speaking of sponsorships, before we get going, I just want to remind you folks that tonight's live stream is brought to you by our friends at Hellabard Games. Hellabard makes the kind of adventures that they would like to play, whether it's for 5th edition, the OSR, or Castles and Crusades. Old school is in play at the table with Hellabard Games. You can find them on DriveThruRPG or on their website, hellabardgames.com. So let's get ready to rumble. You see what I did there? I have my group ready to go in the back room there. I'm going to take a quick gander here. Hang on a second. I need to. We have one person who's not in the back room yet. I just sent the link to him, so he will be joining us momentarily, and then I will add everyone. Lux, take care. Have a wonderful evening. Sean's ready to go. New tactics tonight. We'll have to see, Vince. We'll have to see. So without further ado, let us welcome our coterie of players and bid good evening to Doomsword Deathmaster as Vrogdorn.
Yo.
Elmer Sticky Fingers as played by Baron Von Headbanger. Here's a man of many words, and he needs no introduction. Mark as Grimsby.
Hello.
And the player of Daeron, Mobius.
Good evening, all.
Mobius is such a great player. We just keep coming back to him. But anyway, so last time we left the party, you had explored a southern cave entrance in the Caves of Chaos, located near the storied Keep on the Borderlands. Grimsby had scouted forward and gone into the southernmost caves. He had seen a group of goblins who were not immediately hostile to his presence. Backing away from them, he turned to explore another tunnel, whereupon, a mere 60 feet away, he saw a pack of no fewer than 9 wolves. So we will begin there, and I will ask Mark as Grimsby, what do you wish to do, Grimsby?
Scream and run away. I'm running back to the party.
Scream and run away. Let us roll initiative. Your screaming is immediately noticed, but let us roll initiative. Mark, give me a D6 roll. Do you have the link? Yes, you do. DD Dice, of course, providing this awesome on-screen die roller. And now it's my turn. A 7! I beat you! So, all right, so those of you outside, you hear a rather predictably Hobbit-like shriek. So you have 5 segments of movement ahead of them. Let me look at my map here and see exactly precisely how far that's going to get you.
I have a movement of 12.
You have a movement of 12. That's right. So that's nominally 120 feet. But as we are going in segments, that's going to be. So, yeah, you guys see Grimsby run out. Like he just makes it out of the mouth of the cave and running behind you. Let me see here. Pull up the map. Not for you guys. By the way, would you guys, audience, like to see some kind of on-screen representation? Now, we're going to be doing Dwarven Forge and miniatures. Of course, we're going to be bringing that back. But if for those times when I don't have all the Dwarven Forge set out, if you guys would like to see something on screen, you can let me know. You can let me know in the chat, and I'll try and find a solution that's going to work. Okay, so 120 feet, segments, divided that down. All right, so yeah, Grimsby comes bursting out into the sunlight and bounding behind him. Or are they bounding behind them? Let's see. Let's check that reaction, because guess what? Wolves are semi-intelligent and can react to situations. And let us see what they do. Oh, yes, they are hotly pursuing Grimsby. You make it outside, and the wolves, who have a movement, let me see. You may be a good deal faster than them. Okay, well, Grimsby, they actually reach you, but of course, you spent your entire round in movement. They spent their entire round in movement. You know what? Let me see if they do in fact reach you, because there's a. Okay, yeah. So, they get to you. Rest of the party, let's start with Vrug. What is Vrug doing? There are 9 wolves, normal wolves, not dire wolves, not wargs or anything like that have sprinted out hot on Grimsby's heels. Vrug, what do you do?
So they're right up here, right up in our face, basically. They just came out. Yeah, as soon as I see him, I charge with my longsword.
All right, so you're
assuming I have time to charge. Yes.
Okay.
Or room.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I'm assuming you're not all just bunched up in marching order in front of the hall, or in front of the cave. Elmer Sticky Fingers, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna draw my short sword and attack the nearest one.
All right, Kevin, what about Constable?
So there's no door I could shut, right?
No.
Okay, I'm just checking. I'll take my spear and I'll charge out there.
All right, Mark. Let's frame this in a positive way. Mark, Grimsby is in a target-rich environment.
Grimsby wants to run out and actually up the side of the cliff.
So you're going to start trying to climb the side of the cliff.
Yeah,
okay.
Because I want to get above them so I can jump down on them.
Okay. And Mobius, what is Duran doing?
Duran's moving up with his staff, twirling a staff.
Okay. You hear sibilant words of magic being uttered by your friend. Not Sir Outlier.
Standard, Sir Standard.
Standard. Thank you, Sir Standard is casting a spell. Target rich environment is another way of saying can anyone cast fireball? Not at this level. So, Mark, since it's quite literally your butt on the line, please roll initiative for us, would you?
Will do.
That's a 2.
Oh, I like the 6 better.
That is a 2. Okay, so first is going to go charges. Now, Tonstal and Dorn were charging, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
I was.
Yep. That's right.
All right, execute your charges, please.
No bless this time.
Right, what, +2 to hit?
For your charge, it is +2.
Right, and then I have a natural +3, so I'm just going to add those all in the dice roller here.
Okay.
That's a 8. That's not going to hit.
I got a 17.
That will hit. Roll your damage.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's a dice 6 +3. Well, is there additional damage charge? It's just to hit, right?
No, it's just 2 hit.
Okay, so it's +3 for my strength. Then. It is 9 points of damage.
All right, you ram your spear right through this thing's side. It howls once and drops dead.
Nice.
Okay. So Mobius, Duran is moving up to strike with his staff. Grimsby is trying to climb. You have a spellcaster trying to cast spells, and in his usual, calm, considered, thoughtful, and friendly way, with a string of obscenities attached to both ends of it, Sir Standard tells you all to hold still, and the bites will unfortunately go first. So Grimsby, here's 2 at you.
Nice knowing you. My AC is 4. Well,
Dodge, dip, dive, and duck those jaws.
You're struck once. I mean, here's the good
At least
news.
you got the 20.
That's 2 points of damage. You are bit, and the thing kind of hangs on your cloak, and you proceed to climb up. These 2 are like bounding up, trying to bite you. So that's 2. 1 is dead. So there are 6 left. So this is a couple to Vrug. Those are both misses. This is going to be a couple on Elmer. That is 1 hit on Elmer. Elmer, you take 4 points of damage.
Good Lord. There I am back down to 1. 2. I'm sorry, 2. All right.
And that is a hit. 1 hit on Tonstal.
Yeah, AC 1.
And that is 5 points to Tonstal.
They love me. I taste
Okay.
good.
All right. So let's see. You hear at the completion of a spell, you hear Sir Standard yell, "I told you to keep out of the way!" And let's see here. we will roll to see how many hit dice his sleep spell affects. Two hit dice, and he just puts enough English on it that he drops a couple of wolves. So there is one wolf dead. There are two. There's one, two, and then there are now two asleep. So, did anyone have any more melee actions? Because I think the rest of you were moving up in this round. Those who did not charge. Bite the wolves to see if they turn into a werehuman. I love it. I love it. Good evening, Charles G. You are watching us play Advanced Dungeons & Dragons First Edition, a.k.a. the best Dungeons & Dragons. And we are playing B2, Keep on the Borderlands. So please, pull up a chair. Wipe the Cheeto dust off before you handle the D&D books and the miniatures out there. But join us and have fun. In the new round, you have scrambled up the cliffside, and the wolves are barking, and they're kind of trying to scramble up after you, Grimsby. What does Vroog wish to do? You are confronted by two wolves.
Yeah, I'm going to hack the hell out of him with my longsword, blocking off the other one with my shield, hopefully.
Okay, and the two men-at-arms have now moved into the fray also, I should point out. They were moving up in the last round. They will be taking on a wolf. Elmer, you are going to instabulate one?
Absolutely. Gonna try.
All right. Kevin Tonstall is going to do so.
Yes, stab. Me have stick.
Okay. You have stick with rock. That advanced me have stick. Mark, what about Grimsby now? You've kind of moved up, and they're you've got give it up, wolves. He has the high ground.
I'm going to use my sling to try to go shoot one of the wolves that is still yapping at the base of at me from the base of the hill.
Okay. All right. And Duran, you are going to whack a wolf. Tobias?
I sure am.
Alrighty. And we'll go back to the top of the order. Roll initiative for us, if you would, please, Elmer. I got a rock. You guys got a 5. Missile fire goes first. He likes to sling about the Moona and the Juna and the Wolza. What fly?
And I got a +3 to hit. So that's not going to hit anything.
Just
Stop copying me.
And by the way, Charles, if you have not clicked that subscribe button and the bell icon for notifications, it's super helpful if you do that. And because we do this every week, and then that way you'll know. Next week you'll be like, oh, time to watch the best show on television. And that goes for anybody out there who hasn't subscribed. Okay, so missile fire is done. Melee attacks, if you would, please.
I suppose I'll start that. That way we don't have flinging dice. Come on, baby.
Oh,
all right.
There you go.
Die, dog. I was a man before I was an orc. Let's see what we get here. I believe
and these are not large. They're wolf-sized, but
that'd be 8 points of damage.
8 points. You slay it outright. Okay, next up, Elmer Sticky Fingers. That will not hit. Tonstall.
All right, just with the +1 this time. No charge.
Oh. Oh.
The dirt knows no mercy as you slam your sword into it. Let's see. Grimsby has already fired. Duran. That will also miss, and I will roll then for Sir Standard. Oh, almost. I saw that 20 and it's like, no.
So together we had about 40.
And the 2 men at arms.
Sweet.
Yes, they both hit. So
That's the worst 17 ever.
one of them does 5 and badly injures a wolf, and one does 2 and kind of injures a wolf. So there are now, let's see, 2 are asleep, 2 are dead. There are 5 wolves left in the mix. I get to attack. So let's attack the 2 men at arms.
Ouch.
Oh, the men at arms are hit. One of them takes 5 points of damage. He cries in pain. The other one takes 5 points of damage. He cries in pain.
Take the pain.
Okay. 2, so there are 3 left. One is, let's see, Vrug, you, Tonstal, you missed yours, so that is a
AC
17. That is a hit on Tom.
Okay.
That is 2 points of damage.
7 total so far.
And let's see. Oh, that is a hit on Duran for 2 points of damage.
Mongrels.
And then one is going after Elmer. You didn't kill yours. Yeah, but you just kind of dance around him and make him chase his tail for a moment. Okay. The men at arms are savaged, as is Elmer Sticky Fingers. It is a new round. Vrug, you going to attack?
Yeah, certainly. I think there were 2 in my vicinity. I killed one, so there's one I can get to, no problem, right?
That is correct. Elmer?
Second verse, same as first.
Tonstal?
Yeah, I got to stab this thing. It's mean, and I'm tired of it.
Grimsby firing into the fracas again?
Yes.
All right.
Attack the men at arms, guys.
Baron's going
Mobius,
to
you
knock
going?
the teeth out of the one that nipped him.
All right. Then, Kevin, roll initiative for us, please.
Sure thing. Oh, that was you. Okay, perfect.
That's me. That's you guys. Party goes first. Missile fire goes first. Mark, fire your missile. That is going to miss.
Fire a hiddle next time.
Melee attacks now, please.
Go ahead, Vrug.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
That should be a hit.
Hit. Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
9.
9. Yeah, you slay
No.
that wolf.
No. I was just doing the upside down 6 thing.
I thought you were getting some mad bonuses there. Yeah. It's still up, unfortunately. But you did grievous damage, grievous bodily harm. Tonstal.
All right. 12.
12. Let's see. Now I have to look it up. What have I asked you guys about the gosh darn edge cases? All right, let's see.
What's that, AC 8?
I think so. Fighter 11. No other bonuses, correct?
I added the 1, so it's 12. Yeah.
All right, so 12. Yeah, you bring your sword down and just misses.
Damn it.
Like Bob Buford, major league over here. Just a little on the outside. All right. Grimsby already fired. Duran.
Come here, you.
A 14, and you are cleric 1. That will hit. Bonkety. Three. Okay. You didn't hit it in the previous round, did you? No, you missed. So
No, I missed.
that is a miss. I will roll for Sir Standard. $13. Might actually connect. Yes, it does. And he slays his wolf outright. So there are 3 wolves left. Fighting man. I just could have rolled them both, I suppose. Misses. His hands are slippery with blood. And the other fighting man also misses. So, one on Elmer. Yeah, so that's going to be 3 still fighting. So 1 on Elmer, 1 on Tonstal, and 1 on Duran. Not counting the 2 that are currently yelping and barking. So that's no good. Well, I could technically. Well, no, I think this is going to knock you out anyway. 4-5. Elmer goes down in a flurry of blood and gnome parts.
You said 5?
5, yes. That reduces.
3.
Yeah, -3 or less, and that's it. You are completely deceased.
Okay. Now this one counts.
After taping it back together.
Man, toss that thing to Jim Ward. He'll rip it up for you, or Gary, or something. Man.
All right, I'll have to check that 14.
AC 1 for Tonstal.
Oh yeah. For Tonstal. Oh, just misses Tonstal. And
Elmer's back.
Duran. That is a out and out miss on Duran. Elmer, Baron von Headbanger, you can roll for the 2-minute arms, if you wish. Okay, so it's a new round, and I'm guessing you guys are going to want to mop these things up, right?
That's
They'll
the
probably want to
idea.
mop me up.
That's
guess.
my goal. Probably never meet my goal.
Yeah, just stuff the gnome's remains in a rucksack. You take him as a bribe for the goblins. Here.
I have a garden somewhere, right?
All right. Let's roll initiative then. And Mark, I think we're back around to you. Roll initiative, please.
Yay!
Yay! All right, party goes first. Do it to it, adventurers.
That is an 18. That's my sling stone.
Bang! Okay.
That should hit. 2 to 5.
That
Okay,
does hit.
where's my D4? +1. Twang. 2 points of damage. 2
Okay.
points of damage.
They're just them there. They're not fighting in swirling melee, so you don't have to worry about accidentally hitting one of your comrades. That was terrible, Vinger. I'm only sad that I didn't think of it first. All right. Melee attacks, please.
All right, I'll swing on the one closest to me.
Okay.
God,
I will miss. Mute your mic.
I did too late. Why is this thing so sensitive?
Okay, so I guess I'm back. All right.
Yes.
+1. Oh, that was a 20. I'm rolling it back.
11.
Is there a tilt? Is there a tilt
Yeah,
switch on this?
I see those virtual dice.
It's 11, so I missed.
Yeah, no, sorry. Next up would be Ron. Mobius. There you go. That's a hit. You brain it again.
Nice.
Yeah. Elmer go down, makes me fight with renewed vigor, and give him a little whack. And out comes its teeth.
There you go.
And you smash its head in. Kapow. All right, there's just a couple of wolves left in the melee, and the two that are trying to get at Grimsby. I'll throw you an invite for the Discord real quick, Charles. Roll for the 2 minute arms, if you would, please, Elmer.
Alrighty.
Come on, man.
The 19 absolutely hits. The 11 does not.
Okay. They're using what? Are they using long swords?
I think they have spears.
Short
Spears?
swords.
Short swords? Okay. So
Right.
1d.
In this instance, I had.
Oh boy.
Poke. All right, and Sir Standard bumps into the guy as he's swinging his sword. He then launches into a profanity-laced dissertation on what exactly his sword is called. Sorry for making you miss with your long sword. He spends the rest of the round explaining, just berating the guy that's not what it's called.
An arming sword, not a long sword. It's an arming sword.
Which is probably what he's doing.
All
instead
right,
of hitting.
so all right. So there's a couple of wolves left, and then there's a couple. Yeah, they're going to fight for at least another round, so.
Ouch.
Oh, my.
Ugh.
Who was this one on?
So while he's standing there berating the guy, this is on this is actually on Sir Standard. You don't lunge, you threat, chomp.
He's gonna be thrilled with this.
The other one just out and out misses.
I almost halfway expect him to pop.
New round, folks. We have fun.
Who's got initiative?
We are. Yes, it's Mobius. Roll initiative, please. It is tied. One of them fighting on the ground throws back its head and howls. And the others, they sprint for the mouth of the ravine. You guys can have the honor of attacking them from the rear, or you can let them go. It's up to you guys.
We let them go. Right? Yeah. Aren't these referred to as attacks of opportunity?
Not in this rule book.
That's what you get for killing the gnome. The gnome, he didn't do anything to anybody.
Check and see if you have flank.
Lady
Doesn't look like food
to be experiencing some technical difficulties.
Use your dodge.
So yes.
Do I get the +2 for?
You actually strike at them at +4 as they flee.
+4. So I will shoot with my. I get a +7 total then.
That's melee only.
Oh,
But
melee
that will
only.
still-
Sorry. Yeah,
That will still hit.
+3,
But
so it's
because they're
two.
kind of running, yeah. Because they're running through the party, and that essentially counts as a swirling melee. There's a percentage chance that this could hit a party member. We have to adhere to the rules. 4. Now let's see if we. Sorry, I'm having a bit of internet difficulty. A 74. So using that Gygaxian math, I'm going to say that the odds are you. Yeah, unfortunately, that you wing a party member. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not really a D7, so we'll roll a D8 and ignore 8s and see which party member you actually hit. 3, 1, 2, 3. See, I'm being fair. That was Tonstal. Roll your damage against Tonstal.
Oh.
Sorry. 2 points.
Okay, that hurts.
Bang.
Total of 9. I got 3 hit points left.
That's 3 times more than I've got.
Okay.
Someone hit a wolf, please.
I suppose I'll make my attack, eh? Alright, I said A, by the way, just as a tribute to Dungeon Minister. Man.
8. That becomes. And you have
Yeah,
your
that was a
strength
total of
bonus,
10.
correct?
Yeah, I did that, so I hit AC 10. It's worthless.
But they're fleeing. You get
Oh,
plus
right,
4.
right.
+4.
Okay, then I hit AC 6. Yes, sir.
And you did hit.
Right.
Okay, you slay another one. Does Elmer, I'm sorry, did the 2 men at arms wish to attack a fleeing wolf?
Yeah, they'll
muted,
attack.
Baron.
Yeah, I got you.
Do it. One of them will hit. And he injures it. Tonstal. You're like, come on, you pow! Ah!
13.
Yeah, you might have hit. But that's 13.
Yeah.
That is right on the cusp. Let's see. I just need to double check that 13 will hit.
Nice. I was going to bring out my adjusted hit to AC if I had to. Here we go. 8 points of damage from the spear.
8. That will kill it.
So there's 2 that are running away.
And I think
Yes.
2 that are
There are
sleeping.
2 and 2 that are still sleeping. Yes. Mobius. That'll hit. You brain another one.
Flea-bitten hounds.
Okay. It howls when you smash it over the back quarters as it's fleeing away. Okay, so there is 2 of them, and they spend the 2 remaining spend their round getting the hell out of Dodge. Although I suppose BVH, if you want to roll for standard, or you know what, I can. Oh, he hits. And he had actually wounded one before, so I'm going to say that one takes that one out. So 1 wolf makes it out, yipping and barking as it 130 some. It's like 1/60,000th of a penny, I think, at the current exchange rates. Yang.
The thing runs up into the
actually
hills
have
or
a-
whatever.
Yeah, it just takes off yipping and barking out of the cave ravine. So there's Elmer. Sticky fingers, sticky mess. Everyone is a little banged up, and of course, Elmer is no more. Any element of surprise in the... Good.
He came in peace, and he went in pieces. Fool of a halfling. You stay in there next time.
Very well.
I just go over there and say some rites over his body and pick up the corpse.
Yeah, let's move him out of here at least. There's probably goblins. They would have heard us by now.
Bring him back to the cave entrance.
Put him back together a little bit.
We have the technology.
Man.
Okay. So, nothing comes hunting you guys after that rather tumultuous battle. Even with modifiers on that D6, the goblins don't come looking to see what was making up that hellacious noise.
They just don't like wolves.
I suppose we go back. Again.
If you want to go in, I'll be behind you.
Well, we've already lost part of our group.
One-
Tonstal is injured.
One's
Does
down.
the priest have anything useful?
The hired helper injured. I can help 1 or 2 of us.
I'm in a pretty bad way.
I'll go over to Tonstal and Say some words over his wounds and cure him up.
Okay. Roll your D. Well, I can roll it. Let's see. How do the gods favor you, Tonstal?
I don't have any, so
Not much.
yeah.
I did what I could, bud.
Yeah, 4 hit points it is.
4
Thank you
times
for
more
your
than
help.
I have.
That's
A blessed
It was
visitation
very
by the demigod Curate. Just put a band-aid on that with a little bit of little bit of Neosporin.
Bacurochrome. This isn't good enough for me for Neosporin.
Hey, what say you, Tonsto? Back to the keep.
1 hit and I'm down. I'll go forward if you want, but we might get overwhelmed.
We've already lost. Surprise.
We should skin
Goblins are sneaky creatures. We'd do better to walk away and come back.
Just grab the pelts.
Not that I fear them.
I heard someone say, take the pelts. If we have time.
Take whatever you want. You already took a life.
It'll
I
take
don't
you a
have a
little
knife
bit,
right
but you can. Yeah, it'll take you a little bit, but you think you can do it in a couple, maybe about 20 minutes of hasty pelt removal. You wish to do that?
Sure.
8 wolf.
Yeah, I mean, I'll guard the mouth of the cave to make sure nobody's coming. If somebody needs to scan.
Okay, well, 20 minutes passes by and nothing comes looking for you guys. You have skinned the wolves, and you may move out now if you like.
I help carry Elmer and the skins, I guess.
Okay.
Back to the keep.
Elmer's sticky mess.
Yep.
Okay. Roger the gate guard sees you coming up. Hail, adventurers! Returned so quickly? You left but this morn. He's saying this as the gate is opening and the drawbridge is lowering.
Yeah, we got hungry.
Okay. So you have the wolf pelts. You have a total of 8. One of the wolves escaped. The provisioner offers you. Who's going to talk to the provisioner? You think perhaps the provisioner / trader would be the one to speak to about selling wolf pelts?
I'll go talk to him.
Okay.
I'll sweet talk.
And what is your
My
charisma?
Is 13. It has a +5 reaction bonus.
Okay.
But 71. Oh, that's pretty good.
71, 76. He offers you the princely sum of 10 gold pieces for each pelt.
Each pelt. Fine.
Each pelt.
12. 12 gold pieces each?
10.
Nope.
10.
10. Fine.
Master Halfling. 10. Perhaps the clash of steel on shield. Thank you very much. Cool. Pizza for the house. We really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the super Kool-Aid. And next month, when YouTube lets me have the money, I can buy it. But no, we really do appreciate the super Kool-Aid. That is awesome. So yeah, that is there's that XP. Now I will award or that gold rather. Are you sharing that gold reward with the party?
Yeah, I think there's 5 remaining party members. Correct?
Okay.
Five
That is correct, but you must consider everyone who took part in the battle, even if they were slain.
No, but I'm trying to divide up the gold. I'm going to give it to party members.
Oh, that's between you guys. You could say, well, guys, he gave me 5 gold pieces for the pelt.
No, I'm being honest. I got 80 gold pieces for these pelts. That's 16 for each one of us. Here you go.
Okay.
There's a lot of drinking.
Yep. I plan on buying a round on the house, in a couple of rounds on the house in memory of Elmer.
Okay.
In remembrance of the guy you killed.
Yes.
All right. So the wolves rather. Uh, 35, and then how much for their XP because they had 8 each. All right. So just briefly, I will hand out XP rewards to the party. All right. And Finger says, so what's the average cost of buying a new gnome? Well, you never want to buy new. You want to buy one that's broken in at least a little bit. So
Elmer's definitely broken.
We need a Larry Korea gnome next time.
Yeah, you need it. You really need a German gnome. See, those run the best.
Yeah.
okay, so counting the loot that you got for the wolf pelts. So, or rather, you will have to count the loot that you got. That's 16 each, or I can do it. Let's see. So divide that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Counting the money for the pelts, each of you receive 67 experience points. 67 experience points divided amongst the party. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that nobody was able to level.
Getting closer.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Are we adding 10% if stats are high?
Yes, if your stats, we are playing Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Sure.
So if you have the requisite stat that gives you the 10% bonus, and wait a minute, do you hear that high-pitched screechy noise? That's my co-host Kyle down in Australia grinding his teeth at that. You get you do get your 10% XP bonus for that. So
Grimsby will be buying everyone a rich meal of, I don't know, the roast or whatever, gold piece meal each in memory of Elmer, and buying
Nice.
a round of drinks on the house.
I'll buy the drinks.
Okay, you buy the drinks.
And no small beers here.
Okay.
I'll buy a round for the group of barkeep. Give us the strong stuff.
all right.
Not because of our loss, mind you. Just because I'm thirsty.
He sets you guys up. Internet hiccup, guys. Sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. That's not. We are getting our teeth kicked in on the internet tonight, guys.
Yeah, the Southeast has some serious net issues. I don't know what it is.
Okay. There's a fellow there who's he is obviously a fighting man. He is wearing chainmail and he has a shield leaning against the table. He's drinking from a flagon and he looks at you and he says, "Mourning the death of an adventuring comrade, friends."
Yes.
These can be difficult. These are difficult times, and this is a difficult land to adventure in.
Certainly is.
Would you perhaps be in need of a good sword arm to accompany you? I am Hesher, the fighter.
Look around the group. What say y'all? The other two guys aren't they're not quite stacked up for
What cut does he want?
And I'm not in charge of him either. If he dies, he dies. It's not my problem.
Tonsil's gonna look in his beer and keep his mouth shut with his 6 charisma. So
I guess your wisdom is probably better than mine then.
Hesher tells you that he will accompany you for a cut of 25% of the treasure. What? He assures you. Hesher assures you that he is no slouch, and that he is in fact a fighting man of no small ability. He is in fact hang on a second, let me scroll up here. He is a warrior by trade in the guild. That is actually his title. He is a warrior.
All right. Well, listen, I'm a warrior by trade, not in the guild. 20, what? 20? What did you say, anyways?
he wants
20.
25%.
What? 1 out of 4?
Yes, 1 out of 4.
Whatever.
After the laughing dies down, I say, I think we need some privacy for our little gathering here, and
Of course.
turn around.
Please,
and
take
our
your time.
drinks, or my drink, anyways.
All right. He goes back to idly chucking a dagger at the dartboard.
What's
Does
he
he
hit?
do a good job? Does he hit often?
What's he
yeah.
hitting?
That's a fine question. If you're watching him,
Misses completely.
thunk, darn near the bullseye.
Fruit could do better.
Right next to that good grouping, he retrieves his 2 daggers and sits back down.
I don't want
Last
to make him ashamed.
Elmer, we knew him half as much as we should have, and twice as much as he oughta.
Yeah, we need to find a replacement for that blood smear, and not this other guy. I'd hate to have to kill him.
I'm ready with the backup with the ranger.
Does there happen to be like a guy off in the corner with his hood pulled over, like smoking a pipe?
There. Well, I will let. Yeah, I will let you describe if your character is sitting in a dark corner with a green hood pulled over your head, smoking from a long stem pipe with your weather-stained boots up on the table.
They're clean boots and it's a brown hood, but other than that,
I'll be right back. Sorry.
Fair
You have
enough.
to make sure it's not copyright infringement. It has to be different.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So you also overhear this discussion. A ranger, that's pretty spiffy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Because he's a ranger.
So is that guy still talking to him? Or is he-
No, he's not. He's gone back to drinking a cold mug and throwing his daggers occasionally at the dartboard, doing pretty good.
Okay. Well, I'll saunter over to the group and just say that I overheard the conversation, and I would definitely be willing to join the party much cheaper. My name is Boone Crockett because that's the woodsiest guys I could think of. And he's from oh heck, what did I write down? Oh yeah, he's from the Narwhal region, and he was trying to join the headhunters there, and the sergeant at arms told him to get more experience and come back when he had more experience. So he's looking for experience.
Experience is what killed the last guy.
Yeah, well,
You're welcome. You're welcome to
Yeah,
join.
they eventually became experience. The one that killed him is the one that got away, was it? Because he might have, leveled up. Oh.
The wolf leveled up. Yeah.
It was a TPK, so he gets the experience for killing the gnome, which
Right, no shared. Exactly. Well, we could use someone that is willing to take some chances. Lots of, unfortunately, well, maybe not for you, but unfortunately, there's quite a bit of humanoids, the unfriendly kind. We did have a run-in with some wolves, but I don't think they'll be coming back, at least not that group. But yeah, I mean, you have experience fighting humanoids?
I do have a little bit, yes.
That sounds.
I can also have a little experience tracking and that kind of thing.
At least we won't get lost going to the caves anymore.
Yeah, that sounds like all skill sets that would be useful for the group. We kind of did lose one of our burglars, I guess.
Had a backup.
Yeah, so this is kind of useful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm more than happy to lend a hand.
So a share in the treasure and a share in the experience.
That sounds fair.
Alrighty. How many how many
This man a
points?
drink.
How many hit points?
Yeah.
11.
Not bad.
Can buy
I
the guy-
have on occasion seen rangers that start. It's rare, but I've seen it. I have seen a ranger start with 20 hit points. The first level
Yeah.
ranger, 20 hits.
I had no con bonus, so it was just whatever I rolled.
Yeah, you could have gone into this with a ranger with 2 hit points.
Yeah.
I've also seen that. I'm going to play a ranger. I have the stats. Awesome. Roll your 2d8. You know, crap. Sir Fragile. All right. You back with us there, Doomsword?
I am.
There you
Thank you.
So does anyone wish to do anything specific in the keep while you rest up and heal? Or are you just convalescing?
Yeah, I got to go over to the provisioner and buy a couple things.
Okay. What are you
I don't
buying?
need anything.
I just want to buy a sling.
Okay.
My guide allows me to use one, so
A sling will set you back. Let's see. Player's handbook. It's right in front of me and open. A sling will set you back a certain amount of gold. And that amount of gold it's an amount. Hang on a second.
oh God, be praised. You know, magic is the closest to godliness and human mortal can get.
All right. Are you buying bullets or are you just going to pick up stones along the way?
Well, I'm gonna grab some bullets here, and then I'll pick up stones along the way if I were by the river or something.
Alrighty. All right. So a sling is actually not listed price-wise.
Woohoo! It's free.
Sling with bullets, I think, right?
Shh.
Oh, sling and bullets. Yeah, I'm
Way to go.
looking for the weapon by itself. A sling and bullets is 15 silver pieces.
Gee, thanks, my bud.
Hey, no problem.
How much was that?
15 silver pieces.
All right. That's one less drink for Grimsby.
But that does cover a dozen nice pieces of lead shot you can drop in there too.
Is there any reason a dwarf can't use a longsword? I may change weapons if it beneficial. Too big.
No, there's no reason a dwarf can't use a longsword.
Okay, awesome. I just wanted to verify. I'd like to buy one if they have one available.
They do, and it is 15 gold pieces.
All right, I will purchase one, and I'll use my spear as a backup for the time being.
All right.
Hey, since the internet seems to be a little better, how much did it cost me to buy a round for the party of something other than small beer? You know, the strong stuff, because I didn't catch that.
All right. No, that's fair enough. Ale would have been 1 electrum per, as would have wine. Honeymead would have been a gold piece per.
Yeah, the honey mead, assuming that's the strongest. Right,
All right,
so that'd be
so 7, 8 gold pieces.
8. Perfect. Thank you.
While Grimsby's resting up a bit, he wants to wander about town and again look for thieves' markings. And I think he left some of his own. He wants to see if maybe someone added to them.
Okay, you don't see any other markings, and yours don't appear to have been disturbed. As you're spending time doing this, however, you do hear a couple of tradesmen talking about things. And let's see. A moment. Yes, two of the tradesmen are discussing. They have heard rumors that a mad hermit dwells in the forest north of the keep. Oh yes, he's quite insane. They say he had some sort of religious epiphany and ran off into the wilds, and he was never heard from again. But there have always been rumors that he dwells out there and waylays those who explore the wild lands north of the keep. At least that's what that's what I heard.
I'll make sure the rest of my friends, I regale them with this tale I've heard.
Okay. So,
Crazy guy.
But other than that, I just want to rest up and get my hit points back.
We must go back. Quickly, too. We kill them all.
We spent far too much time in this keep.
well, you'll have
It's
to
boring.
rest for at least a couple of days for hit points and cure light wound spells to be cast on people.
Well, I could. Must have been a day already. I could have gotten Tonstall all healed up, and
Yes.
he's one of the men at arms by now.
Well, you did use a bunch of healing spells at the keep, so the next day you could have, and then the day after that, you could have finished off any other healing. And then if you want to go empty, you can go that day and wait till the third day to depart the keep.
Well, that day I wake up with some extra pep in my step.
This is a
Seems
good
like
question.
I've been sitting at this table getting drunk for a long time.
Isn't that what you do?
Oh, and do subtract
Yeah.
for your rest. Subtract a silver a day for the 3 days for your rest and relaxation. Except the men at arms who were paid handsomely prior to full employ, so they're covered for a while on room and board, which is quite nice. Venger asks, is monk an allowable class choice? Yes, it is. We are playing Keep on the Borderlands, a low-level module, but we are playing it for Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. So if you bring a level 1 paladin, a level 1 monk, what have you, into this adventure, you can play them. We are not restricted by the Holmesian or Cookian strictures of this module. Which is why, for example, I go to the player's handbook for certain weapon and armor cost. Alrighty, so is the party now departing for the keep, or are you heading to explore the keep, the caves, or are you heading to explore elsewhere?
Back to the caves, boys.
We need to delve deeper.
Yes.
Anyone got a plan?
Hopefully we don't go down on the second hit.
Hey, Grimsby goes first.
Very well.
Send in the sneaky Thea.
Which cave should we go in this time? Go back to the kobolds?
As part orc, I am familiar with both.
I think it's time we mop up those kobolds.
Destroy the kobolds.
Very well. Let's go.
Some of my kind say they taste better, but I enjoy finer things.
To the kobold lair we go.
All right. So
Damn handy with the sword.
all right. So you go to the northern cave. That is the cave that is in the about the middle of the northern ravine wall. And you can see there before you, just only slightly lit by the sun outside. Not a problem. You can see 30 feet in, you've got a tunnel that goes left and a tunnel that goes right.
I will tell the rest of you all, stay back. I will see if there's what's changed, and I'll come back, right back. Grimsby
Don't bring any
sits-
wolves with you this time.
I didn't choose the wolves. The wolves chose me. I go in, and I know where the pit is, so I go around the pit to look down the east corridor.
Okay. All appears to be quiet to the east, and of course, you can see about 20 feet, and it looks like it slopes away to the southeast as before. They don't appear to have done any major mining renovations in here.
I'll creep down to where it curves like that and give a listen.
All right. It's one of those cases when, because of how the dice roller works, roll on the table. You do not hear a thing from the southeast.
If I remember correctly, the passage turns south but then turns back east, right?
Yes, it goes southeast for a distance and then it turns back due east.
Okay, then I'll go back to that next corner just to get see if there's anything going on.
Okay. The room to the far east, the door is closed.
Mm-hmm.
And did you go all the way to the T junction?
Yes.
Okay. To the north, there is a basically a fortification. It's a couple of logs, one stacked on the other, and there are stakes in the logs. It looks like the northern passageway has been fortified somehow. And what is Grimsby's dexterity, please?
A 19.
Okay. Well, good thing you have that 19 because you're not at all surprised when you espy some kobolds who set up a furious yipping and barking. You're not surprised. What do you wish to do?
I go back to the party.
Okay.
All haste.
Well, let's roll initiative real quick, okay?
Sure.
Oh, yeah, we should roll that on the screen where all you nice folks can see it. Okay, you turn and go, and you hear a crash behind you, and what sounds like crackling flames.
Fantastic.
It's just like you turn to go, and they throw something that smashes against it.
When I get back to the group, I'll let them know that the room is closed, North Passage has been fortified, and they spotted me and tried to light me on fire. So, I suggest that if we go in there, if we go north, we have to go in quick.
I thought thieves hid.
I do.
Do you think they learned that tactic from us?
Maybe. The door to the room was closed.
That gnome.
Perhaps. Damn that Elmer.
Don't you think you've done enough to him already?
We could rush the room, and then if those guards, they would have to come out of their fortification after us.
Or we could stay outside. Either way.
Yep. If we stay out here, I don't think they may not come out.
Probably not. Cowards. Alright, who goes first?
You know, I speak kobold. I can maybe yell something in when they can't see me. Try to trick them to come out.
Most dwarves speak kobold as a favored language.
What, like the Mom Wears Army Boots or something to that effect?
Yeah, I was thinking more like, hey, there's some gold out here. Or copper, silver. Maybe silver. Gold might be too much.
Hey, I'll repeat it. There'll be two of us. I like his idea, and I speak kobold too.
Well, let's try it. Maybe tell them we found some gems. You know, mining in the hill face. Right? I don't know. Sound reasonable?
Good.
I mean, they're ready for us anyway, right? So worst case, we just got to go in there while they're ready. So I guess if the party doesn't tell me otherwise, that's what I plan on doing. I'll plan on getting to the nearest hidden spot by the door and yell that hey, there's a cache of, I don't know, sapphires in the face of the cave here, and see if in kobold, of course.
When you say the door, you're talking about the cave mouth?
Yeah, the cave mouth. Yeah.
Okay, you yell that in kobold, and nothing and no one comes out.
Yeah, they're not that dumb. Yes.
If we move closer to the pit and start talking about how we're going to steal all the stuff in their storeroom, which is to the west of the pit.
And then if they don't respond, we can actually go and steal the stuff in their storeroom.
Yes.
That sounds like a good idea as well.
You're starting to understand.
Yeah. I'm all for it. Yeah, I mean, obviously, they're not the dumbest kobolds.
Yeah, where were those women and children at?
They had been in the room, and that room has its door closed.
Right. So they've closed it up or whatever. We can just... Yeah. Good idea.
So if we move forward, I'll actually skirt the pit and go into the storeroom just to take inventory.
Well, there are a few broken crates and a lot of trash and a whole lot of rat dung.
Damn, they already stole their own stuff.
How dare them steal their stuff before we can?
Well, there goes that plan. Do we have a plan C?
Smash it down and destroy them all.
Tomorrow morning on the live stream. All right. Plan M? No. Plan N.
Yes. Like an appendix.
Hold on.
Some axes and some string.
Let's build a small wooden rabbit.
You need a mouse, 2 lemons, and...
So, Grimsby, we can skirt around this pit and head to the right.
Yes.
And then it's closed off.
You head to the right, and there's a turn, and after the turn, there's a passage to the north and a passage to the east. North is fortified, east is a closed door.
Let's make our way around. So, Boone,
Yeah.
are you good at this?
You know me.
Yes, if
We'll
that's
find
your
out.
real name.
We're gonna find out real quick.
I will take a position in the back, guarding the rear flank, as I like to say.
Okay.
I'll follow you, Boone.
Are we going to the door, or are we going to
Fair
the
enough.
fortified area? Which way are we going?
Good question.
Well, we're going to both first, right? Because they're in the same general vicinity.
Yeah, but they're in two different. We have to choose one.
Right, but don't we have to go around the pit and all that stuff before we do?
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe Boone goes first. Me and Tom still follow behind him, make sure he doesn't pull any funny business. You bring up the rear with Sir.
Sir not appearing in this film.
Yeah,
Sir
Sir
Standard?
Pedantic or something.
Sir Standard is actually going to make sure that nothing rushes into the cave, so he will guard the cave mouth. That's
All right.
That's how I get TK's character not killed, because he's not.
Did the 2 men-at-arms come with us, or did they have enough?
No, they got healed up. They came back alive and they got paid. They got a full share of treasure.
Okay.
I mean, that's more than their pay. They got like 16 gold pieces each, 18 gold pieces each, something like that.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah,
So yeah, they're
a couple of months ahead.
yeah, exactly.
Come on, boys. Gold's back on the menu.
Yes, Vince, they are all first level. Okay. What do? You are approaching the T intersection.
And we're going right.
The
Starting
choices
the
are
pit?
left or straight.
Okay. Left or straight? What are we doing first? The door or the fortified area?
Left is north, and that is the fortified T intersection to the north.
Is that where we're
we
going?
haven't been beyond the door, right? This is the first time we've seen. Well, we saw it before, but nobody opened it, right?
The door is the room with all the kobold women and children. That shredded us pretty well.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
Not again.
Not again. Maybe we go there first.
We're going to the door first? Okay.
That gets my vote.
Okay.
Would you like me to open it?
Hold up a second, guys. The first rank to step out. You're not surprised because there's a koboldy battle cry of "There are the invaders! Kill the gnome friends!" In high female voices from the north. You don't hear anyone moving towards you, but who's in the front rank? That would be Boone and Vrug and Tonstal.
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would Vrug do in reaction to this?
Right, and that came from the other area, so we were basically looking at right.
No, the left.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just saying no, the left. It's got
Yeah. Had I seen that area before? I had, right?
yeah. When you the last time you guys were here, heck, I thought Vrug went up there and
He
kind of
did.
stuff.
Yeah.
You did.
I think so too. Yeah, I just charge. Sword, shield. I just charge into that mess, whatever.
Alrighty. What about Boone?
You said we don't see anybody. We just hear that.
You hear it as soon as you come up to the point where the way to the north opens on your left.
Okay. I'm not charging, but I'm drawing my sword and getting ready.
Okay. Kevin, what is Tonstal doing?
So the hallway goes how far before the fortified area? I mean, is
20
the
feet.
fortified area in the hallway, or is it beyond the hallway? I just
It's in
want to
the
know.
hallway.
I want
It's
to keep it to a
20
point.
feet-
So
20
I don't
feet
wanna-
north, fortification.
Okay, so it's a hallway until the fortification. It's in the hallway. Okay, then I'll charge forward. Yeah,
Charge with a capital C.
that's correct. Yes.
All right. Mark, what is you see part of your party wheel? You hear this challenge.
He's going to scoot across that intersection towards the door so he can listen to see if anybody's coming at them from the behind.
Okay, that's fine. What is Darren doing?
Well, he's going to keep going forward with, or he's going to start blessing the party.
All right, so you're casting Bless. Now, Vrug, you can see this fortification. There are sharpened stakes in it. You can absolutely charge if you wish. You will be struck. It will be damage if you do it.
Okay, well, yeah, thanks for letting me know that. I mean, I'm not going to charge into an Iron Maiden or whatever, you know. Yeah.
So
yeah, that would be bogus. Yeah, I'd like. I mean, I'll stop short of that. But of course, there's probably whatever.
You're quite the trooper.
You take my life, but I'll take yours too.
Let's hope we don't have to run to the hills.
Yeah, I already did that one.
Okay, I didn't hear. Sorry.
You didn't miss anything. Kevin Constable sees the same thing. Obviously,
Yeah, I'm not an idiot, right? I'm dumb, but I'm not an idiot. So, yeah, I'm gonna run up there and see if I can find a foot to slash or you know, something to poke with my sword.
All right. So Grimsby and Duran, you guys have moved up a little ways. The men at arms are basically guarding against anything that might come from the west. Let's go ahead and roll initiative then, and we'll see who gets the first laugh. It's a me, hopefully. We'll start with Doomsword. Okay. Missile fire goes first.
I have AC3.
And I see one.
All right. So, all right. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. What is Boone's armor class, please?
2.
Nice.
Good dex. Helps a lot.
All right. Oops. All right, let's find out if Boone just got set on fire.
Tucker's Goldwolds it is.
And I rolled a 17, so that is going to miss. But let's see. You all still might get set on fire. Because, you know, scatter and all. First oil flask. Lands 2 feet away. And one, I think that is just in front. So sick of the Florida netted. All right. Half a moment, sorry. All right. That's actually long right, but it's only 2 feet, so that's still going to do some damage, and that is going to be a splash of 1 to 3 hit points. So that is 1 point of damage, burning damage to Boone, and let's do the next. That is a 7 and a 6, so that is long left and 6 feet away, so that one misses. That one just smashes against the wall. And the last one is a 2 and a 2, so somebody's going to get caught on fire. A 2 is on the right and 2 feet away, so being on the right, that's going to be, how about a little fire, Tonstall? Take a point of burning damage.
All right. Am I like on fire, or did I just get burnt?
Just burnt. When you take splash damage, it does not continue to burn like a direct hit.
Okay. Yeah,
All right, so you've got kind of this fortification in the hall. Yep. And you guys spent this round moving up, so...
What's the fortification made out of?
It is logs stacked up about 6 feet, and there are sharpened stakes fixed in it like a hedgehog.
Okay.
And those stakes are really close together, so like there's no room to get between them. Say if I wanted to push this thing over or something, or
yeah, it's pretty cleverly done. Unfortunately, as dumb as they can be, kobolds can be excellent miners and builders and that sort of thing. So this seems to be, if you're going to take it down, you're going to have to hack it or whatever, not just simply pushing it forward.
take it down with fire.
Now,
Okay.
those oil flasks or vials or whatever they shot, did they throw it from behind, or are they on top of it?
Yes.
Or
No, it was lobbed over.
okay, all right.
Back down the hall, Grimsby, you and Mobius hear the kobold screeching in rage. You can see the flickering of fires. You hear the crash of pots and or of crockery and so on as your fellows engage them. How they're engaging them, you don't know, but you have both moved to the door. You are at the door now. What does Grimsby wish to do in the round?
If he can listen to see if there's activity behind this door.
All right. Grimsby does not hear anything at the door.
Good, we're safe at this end.
And how about Duran, Mobius?
Yeah, I guess he's gonna. Can I get a beat on one with my sling?
Um,
Or are they like?
You think maybe you see like the crest of a head? You can take a shot if you wish.
Okay, well, I'm gonna keep an eye out for an opportunity, and once I see one, I'll miss.
Yep, just bounces off the wood. Okay. In the round, Vrug, Boone, and Tonstal, you have you're closed up. You're as close as you want to get without getting stabbed by these wooden stakes fixed in this wooden fortification. What is Vrug doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my hand axe and start chopping at those spikes.
Okay. Robert Phillips, dig a counter pit and a counter wall. Just lay siege to each other. What is Boone doing?
I'm going to start hacking at those things with my sword.
Okay. And Tonstal?
I guess I'll play the same game. I was going to throw some oil, but there's just too much risk of trouble, so we'll chop it.
Okay. And Duran, you're waiting for waiting for a chance, right?
Opportunities yet. Hopefully not hit my friends now that they're up near the wall.
Mark, what is Grimsby doing then, Mark?
Since he believes this room is safe, he's going to crack the door open and take a look inside.
Okay, let's roll initiative and BVH roll, please, for the party.
Good grief.
All right. Okay, javelin-like spears are being rammed through holes from the other side in this fortification, but Vrug, you managed to dodge out of the way. They're not particularly well aimed. And when I say they're being rammed through the holes, I don't mean they're being thrown through like arrow slits or anything. They're just being like they're trying to jab you backwards. A couple being thrust at Boone.
2.
2. Okay. The 15 is still a miss, and these two are at Tonstal.
All right. AC 1.
And that is a pair of misses against. Duran, you do not see any kobold hit.
Did my initial bless go off? I guess?
Mark, give me an open doors roll.
Okay, open doors.
Yes, your bless has gone off.
I need a 1 or a 2. I got a 4.
You're putting your shoulder into it. The door kind of shakes a little bit. Those of you kind of working on the fortifications, you managed to hack away some of the hedgehog-like stakes that are sticking out. You do hack a few of those off. New round. What do you guys wish to do?
I suppose I'm going to continue working on that way. I don't have any oil or anything, so I'll just keep hacking at it.
Is there enough space that we've hacked off that we can approach and push, or is it still too little space?
It's still too pokey at this point.
Okay. All right.
You've made progress. You have made progress. It's not like they're growing back or anything like that. This is some weird 5e thing where they've got a 11th level druid kobold back there casting, dynamic plant growth feat or whatever. Anyway, so you guys are continuing to hack at that stuff. Mark, is Grimsby going to try and force the door again?
Quite.
And Mobius Duran is going to keep his eyes peeled for a target, right?
Right.
All
While
right.
yelling up to the party, I have 3 flasks of oil myself.
Okay. Kevin, roll initiative, please.
All right. Done so. Arg. Hey, you knocked it to a 1. How unfair. Well, now wait a minute. It says 6 on the. They're not.
It does. He knocked it into a 6.
What the hell happened there?
That's weird.
It is weird. No
I
question.
think it's lag, actually. Yeah. What was the last number you saw on the die, Bill?
All right.
Okay.
We are having severe internet problems at this juncture, folks. I'm not. It's Florida. Florida is having network problems right now, so it may come to it that we're getting close to the 3-hour mark. We might have to just wrap this if it's going to keep doing this. All right, couple of javelin thrusts at Brook. They both miss. Couple of javelin thrusts at Boone. They both miss. And us at Tom still miss. Mark, roll your open doors, and then I think we're probably going to have to wrap because it's untenable.
Still failing to open the door.
Not successful.
Yep.
Okay. Internet is not cooperating with us tonight, folks, which truly sucks us. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there for the evening. We kind of have a siege and counter siege going on right now in the dungeon, which is the way you do it old school. Right. So I want to thank all my players for being here, to Dave Mills and to Heidi. Both thank you for the super. Let me just double check and make sure I'm saying. Yeah, I'm sorry. Kool-Aid and Heidi. Thank you very much for the supers. Very lovely and a wonderful piece of news that Justin Lanasa is going away and leaving our hobby as he should. Play D&D. Justin, at your house, at your table. But anyway, thank you, of course, to the audience at large tonight. Tomorrow night, don't miss it, guys. It will be Kyle Schuant's birthday hangout, and we're going to talk to Kyle about it's his birthday. He's my co-host. We're going to talk to him about whatever he wants to. But before we get there, of course, and I say thank you again to our players. Before we get there, the question remains, as it always does, particularly on a night like tonight. Have you seen my owl bear?
Have you seen my owl bear? Here's to all the weirdos everywhere in the woods and in the air. Have you seen my owl bear? Should I shave off all my hair? Bobs are all around. Some live in tunnels underground. Some are fat, some are rich, some are sleeping in a ditch. Can you ride a crooked horse without a saddle way off course? Naked as a toad all the way to Smoky Joe's. Have you seen the little creep driving fast in his little green Jeep? He smells like fish and brandy, but his rotten teeth look dandy. Take me to the show, I don't care if fast or slow. From action flicks to dancing dicks, just take me to the